Hi you guys, welcome back. So yeah, I'm sure most of you guys who are already following this whole Thornton Township drama know about the Thornton Township throwdown that happened last night.
A board meeting turned brawl, prompting a police response and the meeting to end abruptly. Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard right there in the middle of it.
Moments earlier, activist Jedediah Brown had called Supervisor Tiffany Henyard an expletive.
Fists went flying after a man known for speaking out against Henyard made his feelings clear once again.
And Cheryl, there have been no reports of any serious injuries or arrests in this incident, but there was real fear and disbelief in that room as divisions within Thornton Township government exploded into violence.
That should never happen. I just couldn't believe that it came to that.
Two Henyard allies that work for the township, including her boyfriend Kamal Woods and confidant William Moore, now on paid administrative leave after a board vote.
Retaliation, so again, thank you for the lawsuit.
Henyard combative throughout the meeting, especially toward board members that didn't side with her on votes.
An all-out brawl that multiple witnesses say involved Henyard herself.
It was one thing when the guys were fighting, but when she jumped in it, I was just taken aback. I was floored.
It was the first meeting for new trustee Stephanie Wiedemann, who also made it clear she's not bowing down to the self-proclaimed super mayor.
I don't trust the person in charge to take accountability for anything else that's going on.
Tensions were high, of course, because it was the first meeting with Stephanie Wiedemann, who is the new trustee sitting on the board of trustees over in Thornton Township. Now, the little history with Tiffany and Stephanie is that Tiffany fired Stephanie. And the grounds for Tiffany firing Stephanie is really unclear, but Tiffany had the power to do it, so she did it once she became supervisor. Because you see, Stephanie worked for Thornton Township for 20 years before Tiffany got into the position as supervisor. And one thing about Stephanie is that she never backs down from Tiffany Henyard, and she just speaks her mind to Tiffany. And that's probably why she didn't last after Tiffany got there. So I'm going to show you guys a little clip when Stephanie was a moderator at one of the annual Thornton Township meetings. And it'll just give you an example of how Stephanie always steps up and tries to speak up for what she feels is right. And with this clip, I'm also going to do some comparison to Tiffany Henyard, when she was a trustee, handling the same type of situation with the previous mayor, because you guys know I like to throw those flashbacks in there because it can really give you a better perspective into the constant hypocrisy of Tiffany Henyard. So if you're new here and you like what you hear, please remember to leave this video a like. And if you're a returning subscriber, please remember to leave it a like as well. Let's start the show.
So attorney, we're not answering questions, even though the original agenda was posted that way? It said, the original agenda posted says comments and questions.
3 questions, Mayor. I placed the 3 items on the agenda. What is our policy for placing things on the agenda?
The mayor approves the agenda.
Well, you guys changed it today when we got to this meeting. Okay, you finished?
No. The policy is any trustee that was sitting up here before the 3 came in can place anything on the agenda.
That's not what I recall.
It is, Mayor. I'm telling you.
Okay, again, my comment is public comment, so you can ask. The agenda posted. Okay, attorney, the original agenda posted said questions and comments. I saw you look it up.
Mary Kay, is that not the policy of how we conduct the agenda items?
The practice of the trustees prior to the new board coming in was that any trustee could place any item on the agenda.
I am correct, right?
I have absolutely no idea what was posted here at the township. I know what was sent over to me, and I don't know what I have in my hand right here. In my hand right here, it says comments.
Thank you. So I go back to my question, which is why was my items removed? If that's our practice, I placed 3 items on the agenda. You remove my 3 items per the mayor.
What was those 3 items?
Those 3 items was 1, reinstate Chief Collins. 2 was update of the firehouse, thank you. And the last one was to promote 2 police officers. Those was my 3 agenda items. You took them off.
I would love for them to answer questions, but I can't force them to do so. So if you would like to ask more questions, you can.
And then y'all reposted the agenda.
I did.
Okay, do you have a reason why you took my agenda items out?
So you guys get the point. Stephanie doesn't back down. Tiffany doesn't back down. It's like 2 bulls, facing off. But last night, everything came to a head. So Tiffany was doing her regular thing, being disrespectful, talking down to the residents, talking down to the trustees. There was already tension building up in the air before the fight actually happened, because Tiffany had actually insulted Stephanie, saying something along the line like, and I'm going to say this for those of you who didn't graduate high school. And so Stephanie responded to that insult and said, hey, that might be true, but we're sitting at the same table. Okay. So like I said, Stephanie doesn't hold her tongue, right? So we all know, if you've sat there and you've heard Tiffany Henyard talk for at least 5 minutes, she is the last one to be talking about someone's education.
People can assume, make allegations about what's going on, because y'all all judging, meaning people out there are judging off of hearsay, false allegations.
That's all I'm gonna say. But the major thing that led up to the full climax of this happening last night was Jedediah Brown, an activist who got up at public comment and called Tiffany Henyard out of her name. So this led to Tiffany's boyfriend Kamal coming to her defense, and as soon as Jedediah turned around, I guess to ask him what he said, they were already so close, the tension was there, and people just start fighting. So we see DeMarcus Quigley up on a table. He's not, I don't know, he's trying to get away. I think he's trying to get away from Lavelle Redmond. Now, this is the guy who Tiffany Henyard hired, who had the sexual assault background. So he's still in Dolton, and he's been going to the meetings and everything. But as we can see, I'm trying not to laugh, but as we can see from this shot right here, DeMarcus Quigley wants no parts of him. Okay, looking like somebody who hops up on a car to get away from a wild dog. Okay. Oh my goodness, he looks so scared. That's a smart move, because he was in jail for a really long time, so that might not be a monster you want to awaken. He seems to be chill for the most part while he's in the board meetings, and I think he's trying to keep it chill. But if he wants to stay chill and stay away from jail, my advice would be to at least stay 1,000,000 feet away from Tiffany Henyard, because she's nothing but chaos. Maybe even from politics altogether in Illinois, because it seems like it's just a hot mess over there. People just need to make sure they use their words. Okay, let's go back to grade school. Let's use our words. Let's not put hands on anyone. It never accomplishes anything unless, you're doing it for self-defense. But let's get back to this fight, because the most ludicrous part about it is that Tiffany Henyard got in the fight. She got up from her seat, as you can see, took a beeline straight to the back, got in the middle of the fight for her mans. Okay, she was gonna be there. She was gonna be there. Whatever happened, she was gonna be there. You just gotta think about it. Look at this situation. This is a supervisor of a township. Like, get out of here. This is the end, and I really think she knew it was the end. She just said, forget it. I'm done anyway. It's over. Just let it loose. I guess just let it all flow. That's what it seems like she was doing last night. Oh my goodness. And I'm sure the residents who live there and actually take pride in their community really were disappointed by this whole fiasco. I mean, not like they weren't disappointed already with the way Tiffany Henyard acts, but this was just the icing on the cake. This was just too much. She threw the table aside and she made a beeline straight to the fight. So I guess we'll see what happens after this, you guys. So I'm sure more people that are seeing this, they're wondering, how the heck did this woman get into this position? Well, it all started off when she became mayor of Dolton, okay? She became mayor of Dolton, and when the supervisor position came up unexpectedly in Thornton Township, she was appointed to that position by the then board of trustees, and one of them being Chris Gonzalez, who didn't really know the full extent of the turmoil that was already going on in Dolton. He figured, hey, she's a mayor, she has experience, and the clock was actually running down for them to pick someone, so he was like, sure, but and then people are like, well, how did she get into the mayor position? Like, she's obviously incompetent, right? Well, let's see where it all started from, because Tiffany Henyard used to be a trustee, and her demeanor used to be a little bit different. There was always, the little disrespectfulness there, lingering in the shadows, and it would peek out at times. But I think people let a lot of things slide because she was young and she was a woman. That's just my honest opinion. But I'm going to go ahead and show you some clips of Trustee Tiffany Henyard. That way you guys can kind of see how she might have persuaded some of the residents of Dolton to vote for her. Let's see where it all started.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's yours truly, Trustee Tiffany Henyard. I'm out here canvassing in the village of Dolton for re-election, out getting my petition signed so you can get me back in office. I think this should be transferred to my committee, which I am the chairperson of housing. I do have some issues with this, which a lot of residents did as well when they came to the last committee meeting. I do not think we should execute this tonight. And this is all for the record, Mary Kay. It should go to committee. We should talk amongst trustees. If some trustees have issues with it, I think we should entertain that before we approve this. We do not have $30,000 just to pay out currently. Plus, we don't even have an invoice, so I don't even know what we're paying $30,000 for.
Well, you want to say something else?
I do.
Go ahead, trustee.
And for the record, trustees, because we do control the purse, I was told we did not have the funds. We do not have any money to pay him. So I don't even understand why we added this. Well, I didn't. But why this is included in the warrant list if we don't have any monies to pay that. We can't pay our water bill and a lot of other bills that do not get added in this warrant list. So therefore, I would definitely be saying no to paying this $30,000 out. So I will advise the board to please support me on having this in my committee, and then therefore we can vet it through, then put it up for board approval. I don't think it should get approved tonight. I would love y'all support if I can have it. So can I have a motion to send this to housing committee?
Trustee, before you do that motion, I'd like to say something too in regards to this matter, and I support Trustee Henyard's decision to try to put this through committee and rediscuss this. We've been talking about this for the last few meetings here Invest in Dolton, which I think you even voted for it initially, or you didn't vote for it, Trustee Henyard?
I did.
Okay, but after looking at it, it's not good for us. I mean, to have an attorney bill us $5,000 per house to try to get these houses over to the village side is totally ludicrous. I mean, 6 houses, he's billing us $30,000 to file a lien on.
A lot of people out here are struggling. A lot of people are facing foreclosure. A lot of people don't know what to do when they're hit with something like that. I got like maybe several calls regarding loan modification. I stopped by people's houses, meaning residents, and I helped them fill out the paperwork. I would like to hold a housing meeting this weekend, Saturday. If the board is available, I'd like everyone to attend because I would like you, residents, your opinion on this housing event that we're having. I want to know that you do want it. I want to understand where the funds is coming from. I want your input. So if the board is available, I would like to have one this Saturday at 10 a.m. if possible. If everyone's not available, then it won't happen this year. It will happen next year, which is in January. And Mayor, I would like you to be included as well, the entire board. So is everybody available this Saturday?
That's the 9th at 10 a.m.
Yes. Thank you, Mayor. Again, residents, I advocate for you. Currently, we have vacant property in the village of Dolton, and I am trying to get the board to allow you guys to have first dibs at the vacant properties. Currently, we gave it to a company, and I would like to see it given to the resident. As I door knock or anybody call me, you guys have people that live in your home in the basement, and you want to move them out. So why not give you a stab at the properties and get it for $5,000 or less, instead of giving it to a company that don't pay us anything up front. So today I'm advocating to put out an RFP to let the residents have first stab at the properties, the vacancies in the village of Dolton. I pray and hope the board stay with me on this and give you guys the opportunity to bid on these vacant properties in the village of Dolton. Now, I sent the email out to the board asking them to honor the 15-day grace period. There was a mistake put on the website stating that the grace period was to the 15th, but he cleared it up and said it was to the 1st. The 1st being a Sunday, that means you guys came in on the 2nd, which was that Monday. So I want to give you guys your money back for paying double. That's what I'm trying to accomplish tonight. So I'd like to make a motion to refund village stickers to the residents of Dolton.
She wants to say, my work speaks for itself. Show you a video of everything that she claims speaks for itself.
And yeah, I normally have videos, and today I might have two.
What we're speaking of is the Board of Trustees decided to have a separate board meeting from the one that's scheduled regularly here in the Village of Dolton.
Then they turn around and have a secret squirrel meeting at the Park District.
I couldn't believe I looked at this agenda and saw the word secret squirrel on a freaking, on a professional agenda for a village.
We normally meet the first and third Monday of every month. Because of the discord amongst the board decided to have their own board meeting, which we never ever do.
We talk about facts. What do we know? We all know that we've only had one meeting a month when we're supposed to have two. The first meeting is because there's supposed to be a CAL meeting for discussion, where we as a board ask questions so the residents can have the answers at that time. This is not about us at the moment. This is about your tax dollars as well. This is the meeting where RFPs are supposed to be presented.
If you look on that first page, she has secret squirrel meeting on there. You know what made that necessary? 11 council meetings.
Board of Trustees, Trustee Carmen Carlier, because she's a liar, and also Trustee Chris Gonzalez did not show up to 7 meetings. Seven total board meetings they did not show up to.
You don't love the children. You kicked the little baby out of a Easter egg hunt. You don't love the children. And when you did that, that made me cry when I seen that baby cry like that. You are a disgrace. You are. Anytime you would have your police officers kick a baby out like that, I don't care if you don't like the grandmother, but the fact that this baby was kicked out of that, it took away from all that you did. It took away.
I am telling you guys too much information that's helping you. I think that you guys should just prepare for life a little different. The people and the corruption that's behind it all and give you data that you can take to the bank. When they don't show up and vote for things for you residents, you cannot have it. So all I'm gonna do is lay it on the table. You can either use it or you can let them abuse it. Hey guys, it's your supervisor, Tiffany Henyard, the people's supervisor and the people's mayor. Or they just throw a lie to you and then you run with it. Caught up in the moment of, they over here, they doing this. Your Superman. I was the only one that won off the ticket in 2017 and always fought for the people. And I got coined the people's trustee. But the people is the ones that's affected. The people are the ones that's hurting behind it. So I ran for mayor in 2021. My friends was white. I'm just giving you this information because this is the part y'all are all missing. I'm opening your eyes. I hope I am for those that's paying attention. I got over the hump. They would never won without me. I mean, y'all should resign today. Today. I'm gonna put up the receipts to show you what it is. Y'all should pay attention because they're hurting right now with your super mayor. So I carried everybody on my back. They already had a plan for me. What did she do? Nothing. Why are you in here? Why are you trying to recall her? All these things. Now, mind you, I ain't done nothing, right? But don't worry, in due time, I'm going to show you. I'm going through all these court proceedings, still loving on the people. I'm going to stand 10 toes down for everybody in Thornton Township. Took me off the bank account. Okay. I ain't over no bank account. I ain't on nothing. Because it's all about money. We're going to do this 3 months out. Yeah, I know it's January. This is what your super mayor dealing with. Let God be God. Thing I know, your girl name get called on the table. I'm about to tip you here. Oh snap! I got emotion. We're cooking with gas. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? It was just up and down type of emotions. God will make your enemies your footstool. Cause now you got the big seat. I am not to be controlled. Y'all should know that and see that and feel that. Now they want to tell me what to do. That's what I'm over, guys. That's the power of Frank Head. So now me, I'm a people person. That's why I tell you to always stay prayed up. Let God lead your steps. So it's the supervisor for soup and it's mayor for Mayor of Dolton. They're like, she's just making up stuff. She's a superhero now. And that's what I'm saying. My support is my support. My base is my base. Because at the end of the day, you still is a senator, right? So miss me with that. Whatever, why? Okay, why are you here? I think I covered the power struggle. Believe in people that don't believe in public safety. You're not producing products. Knowing and seeing is believing, but you have to take heed to that because nowadays people are crazy. Right then and there, it's a show. If you pay attention to people that get up to the podium, all they talk about is Tiffany Henyard. But got his phone up filming me. People being stupid over clicks and views. I won't give out contracts. I won't do all these things because I am committed to the people. And we have to start by starting. Corrupt. Thing I know. Your girl name get called on the table. I motion Tiffany Henyard. Oh, snap. I got emotion. We're cooking with gas.